Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Triviamaster Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello, and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and to celebrate the WGA's victory in their strike against the AMPTP, we're bringing you Writer's Strike Trivia. We'll have 10 questions about periods where writers have had to fight for a fair wage and fair treatment from the suits, which is an important part of the fight to build a better world, which will make when we destroy it all the sweeter. With me, as always, is Intern Interim Agreement. Hello, Intern Intern
Gross.
Interim
Ew,
Agreement, not intimacy. That's gross.
Gross. Hello, everyone. I'm Intern Kristie. Hello. Here with, of course, Strike Captain Barbie.
Strike Captain Barbie.
So excited that we're finally getting to move forward on this season of Late Stage Capitalism. Who will survive?
Yes.
You need a sense of hope, okay? You need something for us to...
Intern Intimacy is Studio Cat's mom after therapy.
Ho, ho, ho. And Fluval,
what?
You did mention that we are devastated
Yes.
to announce the loss of the physical manifestation of our dear Studio Cat. We have with us Coppola wine.
Fruit of the vine.
Fruit of the vine. And we are going to need, yes, all of your help tonight. All of each and every one of you's help tonight. That's right. Many of you, I know, have your own little studio cats running around. And what we need you to do is find your studio cat and adore your studio cat in the way that studio cat most adores to be adored. It is the only way for this studio to keep running, is for you to all help us tonight by adoring your very own
Things from the Void says to give your cats wine as a treat, and I want to clarify,
As a little
Things from the Void says that.
As a little treat. No studio cat will ever be able to compare.
No, it's true.
Yes, Studio Cat is now in Eldritch Manifestation,
yes,
of course, haunting studios. But we do need your help to keep this studio running. Please hug your studio cats. Please worship them. Dr. President, Studio Cat. Good. Dr. President, Studio Cat needs a lot of extra loving and deserves it. Yes, purple hearts. Purple hearts. Purple hearts. Aye, Captain. This is the kind of thing. This is what we like to see. This is what we like to see. When Fluval says jump, you all say how high.
Exactly.
When Kristie says adore your studio cats, you go, I didn't hear you. I was too busy adoring my studio cat. Yes.
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 Yes. And when I say join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6EasyWD, which I assume stands for Warner Discovery, you should go to crowd.live and enter 6EZ Warner Discovery.
Yes. Yes, also for your cat, dogs, and other household pets that you look deep into the eyes of in order to watch our show.
Look, cat dogs may be all alone in the world, but they still deserve
Oh, Captain,
Scritches.
Captain, they do. And we have, of course, Coppola One Fruit of the Vine. When you get to let me get sober. Not until I'm done craving for Studio Cat, so fucking never!
I guess. That was more of a tone thing. The tone seemed like you were leading to an air horn, but the content wasn't quite air horn, so...
It's okay, Fluval.
I think an intern got confused.
You caught it. No, you got it.
But you can join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6EZWD, like Conan playing Rock Band and Nopala Scabala.
Nopala Scabala.
Nopala Scabala.
Adding yourself as a scab at this juncture.
As well as onebigunicum.iww. Of course, the Wobblies.
Ooh, those Wobblies.
The preferred union of Murph Meyer.
Those Wobblies.
From the Gethard Show.
Do you think they do the wobbly dance? They make a W?
I think they made the wobbly dance. I think they originated it. Much like an actor on a Broadway.
An actor on a Broadway. Nay, a three. Just a feline, a canine, a little cat dog. One fine day with a woof and a purr.
I think we have to give this, put some mustard on
born, this. And it caused a
So
little
I'm going to
stir.
pin the Twitch, the trivia link.
Oh no!
Oh, and Opala Koala gifted a tier 1 sub to Studio Cat.
Oh!
They've given 2 gift subs in the channel. Thank you for giving that gift to Fluval.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving the gift to Fluval.
Thank you so much. There are always ways
Cat.
to, if you do not have a studio cat or studio dog in your life, there are always ways to honor studio cats and dogs, including donating to your local shelters or your favorite TikTok cats.
Yeah.
I know you have them. I do. Mine is a little cat, like a feral cat rescue in Arizona. And this woman just like films the cats like hanging out in her garage because she like can't get close to them. They're feral. And just like talks about them, and they all have these like personalities. It's fucking great.
Mine is one of the cats of Ulthar.
Oh, okay. Ulthar. Who's Ulthar, Fluval?
It's a book. It's a short story by H.P. Lovecraft about cats.
Oh, I see. Were any of them named racial slurs?
No, that's his real cat, not the fictional cats.
He also wrote a fictional cat whose name was a racist slur.
Okay, well, if he did, it's not on my Mind Palace. And if he did, I don't like that story.
No, Fululu, because we make them sign an NDA in blood. Yes. In California, it actually doesn't hold because it's illegal in California to have things like non-competes.
Oh, yeah.
All of those things. But in most places, yes.
The Cats of Ulthar is a story about an old couple who capture and kill cats.
Yes.
And then the cats kill the cat killers.
Amazing.
And the town is like, oh, I guess we have to make that illegal because the cats will get us if we don't.
Yeah. Smart thing.
Yeah.
Non-dimensional agreement. I love that.
This one was invented by a writer.
This one was invented by a writer.
Yes, that's one of the sound alerts tonight.
Joss wanted to know what Fluval would think about Thundercleese's pet goldfish.
Okay, so this was from the Brack show starring Brack, correct? Not some other Brack show? Or sorry, I mean Brack presents the Brack show starring Brack. This isn't like a Cartoon Planet question.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct, Fluval.
I mean, you know. Mr. Tickles did die after consuming matter, and so I think that it shows the importance of not trying to force fifth-dimensional beings to consume gross matter.
Repulsive.
He ate 3 hams after Brack fed them to him, and he just died, so...
Yeah.
I think that's just the danger. When Brack, when the strike is over. Oh, and Studio Cat gave out a gift sub as well to Offbeat Valerie. I would love to do Brack. Get the studios to pay
Their
actors a fair wage. Because, SAG-AFTRA is still on strike. So any praise we give to any shows are really praise for the creators and not Bob Iger sitting on his yacht complaining.
When Jellystone, I think
Another great question.
Same answer.
Same answer, but still a great question.
Yes.
But join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6EZWD. And you can be like Conan playing Rock Band, Nopala Scavala, One Big Unicum.iww. Fluval is Spy-Core, just like George Lucas. Work to rule. Matty, blah, WGA Tobin, and Strictly Stricken. Yes, I did switch that out for a shorter one. Ooh, it would be fun to make Vamps a yearly thing.
When Vamps again? When was Vamps the first time?
January 2023.
January 2023.
Haha, here we go again.
Ah!
Those yakety sax keep on playing. Missy still has Vamps on digital.
Oh.
But and hello to Drew Carey's Bob's Big Boy tab, because of course during the strike Drew Carey paid the tab of all writers at a specific Bob's Big Boy location.
It's Fluval. I hear what you are hearing.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I heard it too. Well, why don't we get our game of trivia underway with our first question. Here comes question number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Which talk show host spun his wedding ring on his desk to highlight how much he needed writers during the 2007 to 2008 writers' strike? Was that Conan O'Brien, Craig Ferguson, David Letterman, or Jay Leno?
Jay Leno, David, Leet-Ear, Mon, Craig, Ferguson, and Conan O'Brien. Whoever it is, don't blame them. Don't blame them. Shoot! It looks like we have our first people being stumped. Which, of course, we love. We love to see it.
Oh, you love to see it. You love to see lowly third-dimensional beings.
Ooh, there was a rivalry that they started. Hopefully, it was a rivalry of like, I'm a better guy.
No, yeah, it was.
Well, I'm a better guy. I pay my writers. I pay them.
It was a fun rivalry.
Ah!
It was a fun rivalry that started during that whole period.
Oh, good.
And not featuring any of the people on this list, actually. You mean the Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, Fallon rivalry, right?
Yeah, is that what you mean, blog? The rivalry was fantastic. Wrong, Fluval. There was one more. A 3-show crossover. No.
Oh, it was Conan. Fallon, no, it was Conan. Fallon was the ice cream. Fallon had a solo rivalry with Colbert that culminated in them doing a performance of Friday. It was Conan who had the rivalry. That's right. You passed my test.
You did it. You did it.
But to this question, one of you said it was Coco. 2 of you said Craig Ferguson. 1 of you said David Letterman. 0 of you thought it was denim fan Jay Leno. Studio Cat found that sus, but the correct answer is, of course, Conan O'Brien. And in fact, we have a
Brian,
video.
Allen, Carson, and Daly.
But also, we have a video of him spinning his wedding ring.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, everybody, we are back. We actually, it's crazy. We don't have a lot of time to kill right now. That water really was good. But before we continue, I think we got to try and get another ring spin in here right now. Oh, let's see if we can break the record. Here we go. Let's move everything out of the way. Susie Santamora, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. She's still here. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this mama done. Wow! Yeah, that looks good. That was real good. Okay.
Yeah, late night was great.
Come on, Nelly. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Yeah. We got it going on. We got it going on. Come on. Susie?
28 seconds.
Would you quit with the laughing horse? I'm going down.
Sorry about that. That's like it's shorter.
Yeah, yeah.
Most marriages
Yes.
last longer.
Shut
water.
up. All right, let's get this baby moving. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a little break. When we come back, Dwayne Perkins is here.
So that one was from January 2nd, 2008.
Wow. Good old Danny Tanner. We love him. He's the one who dated the 17-year-old.
No. No, that was Jerry Seinfeld.
Fuck, those are two different people.
Bob
aren't
Saget
they?
is not Jerry Seinfeld.
So, but did Bob Saget date a 17-year-old?
I think he made weird jokes about the Olsons, but I don't think he dated a 17-year-old.
Well, that's good. He shouldn't have. Does anyone remember Quackers, the duck? That was the same year. I do not.
I do.
I do not. I know not of whom you speak.
Conan was very fun during the strike.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just watch another Conan clip.
Hell yeah.
Here's Quackers, the duck. Yeah, Quackers sure did.
True story. We did a comedy piece on the show. And comedy piece was okay, but part of the comedy piece involved a live duck. Just had a live duck walk out. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what it is. The moment that duck walked in, it was magic, all right? Like I say, the piece was fine. The piece was all right, the comedy piece. But people just loved the duck. They just went crazy. And all it is it's just a duck that just walks in. But it just was love at first sight for us here on the staff. The audience seemed to really like him. Just on the fly, I started calling him Quackers. I don't think that's his name, but I call him Quackers. And, you know,
But it may
today
not
was
be
a
his
hot
name.
day, and people were in kind of a bad mood here in New York.
We
And
should watch that next, yeah.
At work today, I thought, I want to see Quackers again. And the writer said, we don't have an idea for Quackers. And I said, who cares? We don't even need an idea for Quackers. Why can't we just open the door and just have Quackers walk in and that's it? So I think we should do that right now. Let's just get him in here. Let's get Quackers in here. There he is. That's it. I'm not kidding. We have nothing planned for him. We're not going to do anything clever with Quackers.
No.
I just like having him around. He just makes me happy.
Yeah,
How you
he's
doing,
just hanging
Quackers?
out.
Quacker's not a fan of this program.
No, Quacker is not a
Even TiVo
fan.
it. All right, we'll just stick around, Quackers. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy your time, all right? $900 an hour for Quackers. And we don't even have an idea for him. I just like...
Oh, here it goes.
Wow.
was doing a nice thing. Let's just bring out. I thought this would be the one clean portion of our show. Let's just bring in a duck and it'll be here. It's life affirming. It's fun. And then you do that? I've seen anyone do that since college. Good Lord. It's this guy we knew on the 3rd floor. Wow. All right. My apologies to everybody. Clearly, you can't train a duck to do that. That was just one of those things that happens. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you're complaining about the taste in your mouth. All right. The duck is like, What is that? You ate your own feces.
This is what I'm always saying.
That's what he's
Don't
saying.
eat third-dimensional matter.
All right. Okay. We should move this thing along. Good Lord. My apologies to everyone.
Because your
now you're gonna
poop
do
is
that?
star
I'm gonna try and
stuff, much
talk.
like
All
your
right,
food.
anyway.
And then we also wanted to check out the fight scene, right? The big fight between Conan. Oh, this is an 8-minute video. Do we want to watch the whole fight, or do we want to get back to trivia?
Could we watch like a little portion
Let's
of
watch the
it,
fight.
like enough to get like the flavor?
All right.
you know?
We're glad to have you here, Sean. Thanks for helping us out. And I like to be.
Yeah, it's
upbeat
5D
on the
porridge.
show.
Ah.
I do remember how extra bad
Things.
Leno
I
was
have
during
to, out
the
of necessity,
strike.
talk about something.
It really
that's not
showed
so
how much he
happy.
relies
As you
on
may
his
have
writers.
heard, I've had an ongoing feud with Stephen Colbert.
Made Conan, Jon Stewart made.
Either one of these guys, I'm going to kick some serious Comedy Central ass. Right, everybody? I mean, that's just what's going to happen. Someone an ass kicking?
This was so exciting in 2007.
Was this the first crossover, like big movies? Like, is this before the Avengers?
This was pre-Avengers, yeah. This was 4 years before the Avengers.
Wow.
With a side of. Thank you.
You come to
Yeah,
my house?
they did so. There was weeks
You
of build
spit
up
on
to
me
this.
in my house?
Oh my God.
It is go time. Yeah, I think it is go time, don't you?
Let's do it!
Intern Forrest had a wrist-strong bracelet at the time, so was very excited. It's so exciting, it's breaking my mind, pals.
Wow.
Do it, love it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. Let's do this right now. Here. You go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Happen right now. It is go time.
Wow.
It's for everyone.
I like that he has a back. He should
area?
put a sock on
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do it.
So that when they try and grab it, all they have is a sock. Lindsay taught me that.
Man, yeah, because
Gorgeous. I've had that
it
in a
is.
while.
Oh my.
Wrist strong.
Yeah, wrist-strong was when Colbert broke his wrist when he fell running around the studio. He had to raise wrist injury awareness.
Oh.
Mine did too.
What? Don't move. Do it.
Suckers! No! No!
You okay? It's great.
Oh my god. I was like about to be like, did they get a stunt guy for that? Yes. Yes, they did. Oh, it's a dream ballet. This is exactly like Barbie. Okay, this is my hot take. This whole thing is exactly what Greta did in the Barbie movie when we're just dealing with the Kens. Right? Am I
mean,
right?
that's kind of true, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like exactly correct.
You are exactly correct.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, you know, earlier on missed calls, people...
A message from Mike Huckabee.
What?
Hello, I'm Mike Huckabee, and I'm running for president because I want to unite this country, not divide it. But recently, 3 of our greatest talk show hosts, Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, and Conan O'Brien, have beaten each other senseless, all trying to take credit
Oh, yeah,
for
that
me.
was that era where people were like, you know,
let's
Mike
be clear.
Huckabee's might be crazy, but
None
he's
of these
fun.
guys made me. This great nation
I like how
made
this
me.
would just be a deep
So,
fake now.
Vote for me.
Like, we don't need
God
Mike
bless
Huckabee
America.
in on our
And
jokes.
forget these.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the whole debate was over whether, who made him popular.
Yeah.
And
Still, people didn't realize the effect that late night people can have when they're making political insane people look reasonable and nice by having them on and giving them a platform.
but he's also kind of the Hans Moleman of presidential things, where it's, haha, that's funny, he was never popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he was
Straight up.
famously terrible.
Straight the fuck up. Let's behold literal fascism below. Literal, like beyond literal fascism. Like, you don't even need fascism. He's also just racist. Like, that, this feels like racism.
I would vote for 30,
I know it's
30-year-old
homophobia, but
Hans
it
Moleman
also feels like that.
instead of
Me too.
Michael Huckabee.
He'd make a better president. We need a younger president, honestly.
And I mean, he's felt our pain when he got hit in the crotch by football.
Yes, many times.
And who else has?
Yes. Exactly. Let's topple society as it stands.
Yeah, society.
Yes. What we need you to do is build up something, I would say like just north of Utopia. No, that would be beautiful. Ultimate hope, ultimate satisfaction, no signs of any kind of natural decline whatsoever.
No.
And then boom, we take you out. Series finale. It's gonna be better than Game of Thrones, okay? It's gonna be better than the Final Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy book.
The one that Douglas Adams didn't write? Or
Marge.
that's true. Almost a week after their feud
yes.
finale, the strike ended.
Yes.
Nature is healing. The talk show hosts are fighting.
Ah.
Also, Seth Meyers is coming back really soon now that the strike is over this year.
Better than Return of the King? Return of the King didn't have that kind of like iconic finale status, though.
I mean,
You know,
what do you
like-
mean by that?
Like, it kind of widely
Elaborate.
regarded. It's widely regarded as the worst of the three. The original 3.
That doesn't make it not
People were
iconic.
a little bit disappointed in it. And so I would say that it didn't make a bang in terms of finales, you know, the way that like Game of Thrones finale did, you know?
It won the most Oscars.
Yeah. Does that mean George is returning too?
George isn't under those contracts. He's FICOR.
He's FICOR.
Yeah, and SAG.
SAG's meeting, I hope that they get their fucking deal. They better get 3x, same as the fucking writers.
Yeah, if you want
Same
movie
as the
trivia to
fucking
come back,
writers.
root for SAG.
Root for SAG! Root for SAG! None of your suffering should be related to anything but this trivia show over which we have complete intellectual property rights. If you're too busy suffering because you cannot afford to live,
That's not on us.
how are we going to get delicious suffering by making you feel like failures at trivia? Repulsive.
Anyway, 33 minutes in, let's see what your leaderboard looks like for the first time, shall we?
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Don't cross the Missy line in first place. Sharpen the guillotines in second. Blaugatoven in third. Conan playing Rock Band tied with Strictly Strickland in fourth. Conan playing Rock Band in fourth. Strictly Stricken in fifth place. Strictly Stricken in fourth place, tied with Conan playing Rock Band. No Paula Scabala in sixth, tied with Fluval is Ficor. Drew carries at Bob's Big Boy tab in eighth. One Big Unicum.iww in ninth. And then, of course, Work to Rule in 10th. And Maddie in 11th place. Matty. Good old Matty. That's what I call him. Good old Matty.
Yep.
Who could Unicum IWW be? I don't know. I can't find that out. I mean, to use a manner of speech, I don't know. I actually do know.
It could be the leader of the Wobblies, though.
It could be that planet played by Orson Welles. Could also be that. But it could also be question 2. During the 2023 WGA strike, which of these talk show hosts announced they planned to cross the picket line before walking it back?
Ooh.
Bill Maher, Drew Barrymore, Seth Meyers, or Stephen Colbert? Shit, says Missy Information. Those last 3 words. No. Fuck my face. Fuck my face, says Missy Information. Boo, scab, boo. They didn't technically scab because they walked it back. They delayed the return of their shows.
So they never scabbed even a little bit.
Well, they recorded it, so I guess they did a little bit.
So there's a little bit of scabbing.
It didn't air.
Argyle!
One of them did delete the walking it. Yeah, one of them did delete the walking it back video.
Boo scab, boo.
Boo scab. Boo scab.
Good. Glad they got clowned. Yeah.
Oh, they got clowned.
Boo scab, boo. Strike Captain Barbie does not approve. That is not Barbies helping Barbies. No.
No, it is so clearly not.
Colbert.
Oh, you mean little Stevie Colbert?
Colbert?
That's a fun fact. That is how he grew up.
Colbert?
Yeah, he grew up as Stephen Colbert, but he chose to make it Stephen Colbert for his acting name to make it fancier.
That's really funny.
Yeah, he was little Stevie Colbert.
Colbert! Catholic CCD students pronounce the T?
Because he's a Sunday school teacher.
Oh, that is so funny, Mr. Colbert.
Yeah.
That is really fun.
Because his name is Mr. Colbert. Stephen Colbert is his nom de screen.
I feel like he has the best class.
Oh yeah, his Sunday
I feel
school.
Like all of those children are gonna come out being like weirdly well adjusted.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
His Sunday school has got to be great.
It's like, oh, like you just took this opportunity to like give people, you know, a spiritual basis upon which they can like rest beliefs that help them be effective and kind.
Exactly.
I like to better as the character.
That's a very cold take. I also preferred him as the character. But let's see what you picked. 6 said Bill Maher, 4 said Drew Barrymore, no one said anyone else, so everyone got that right. As the Hollywood Reporter noted, Bill Maher announced his plan to cross the picket line on September 13th.
Phew.
Despite being a member of the WGA.
Dumbass.
Himself.
Bill walked it back. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he's a coward. People are saying, Fluval, what do you think of this?
By September 8th, he walked it back 5 days later.
Was that before or after Drew Barrymore walked it back?
That was after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
he walked it back the day after Drew Barrymore did.
This is the theory I thought.
He also announced 3 days after Drew Barrymore.
This is the theory I heard. I heard that the reason the WGA strike is ending is because the studios weren't entirely aware of just how much everyone in fucking America hates them and sides with the writers until Drew Barrymore announced her show. And there was such a public outcry at her, America's sweetheart, being like, bitch, why you scabbing?
I buy that.
That they're like, oh, people really fucking hate us. And we're like, yes, we do. We actually really fucking do. You know how we told you a bunch of times? Yeah.
Yeah.
We meant all of that. All of it.
But just to clarify,
That I have heard.
Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert never were going to scab. And in fact, Seth Meyers did a whole monologue about the importance of the writer's strike the day before it officially started. And he paid for an extra week of leave for all his cast members' salaries out of his pocket because he wanted to support the writers. And Stephen Colbert has even walked the picket line.
Badass.
Personally, in the rain.
He fucking would.
In the rain.
He would.
And along with Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and John Oliver host the podcast Strike Force 5. And all the proceeds of that go to their writers to give them money while they're out of work to help them withstand the burden of the strike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right? It's because, so I've been thinking about
They're
this.
gods.
About why people idolize celebrities, because we get real love and joy out of entertaining each other and being in community, but we are too big. The way that our society is set up is such that we cannot have that community, and there is money to be made from entertainment. And so it is bad for studios if we are entertaining each other. But we want to be entertained by our friends, by people we know. And so when we feel like we know the people we are being entertained by, then they can more comfortably continue to sell us entertainment that has the barrier to entry that all of Hollywood does.
I think it's also, there's a bit of the mere familiarity effect going on.
Stars, they're just like us. I think you're right.
Because we see celebrities more than we see anyone we don't actually know. And they don't tend to have, political figures have such alienation built into their stances. Whereas celebrities are typically fairly milquetoast.
Yeah.
And so we just see them so much.
Well, what they sort of found was originally they really didn't want the studios didn't want people to know about who their actors were, because they just wanted them to be interchangeable.
Right.
But people were really into the little magazines they would put out with info about the stars. And they're like, oh, people want to know, details about these people. Feel like they know the celebrity. So let's make up who they are and actually abuse the fuck out of them. But let's make up who they are so that we give people the idea, the feeling like they know them.
Yeah, as abusive as the studios are now, they were even worse back then.
And they are trying to be as abusive today.
Oh, yeah. They would love to be even more horrible.
They would love to be telling children to smoke cigarettes to lose weight. They are just on the edges of their seats being like, when can I tell this child to smoke a cigarette because they're fat? When can I do it? When can I give this child amphetamines so that I can make my movies?
First, Bob Iger made them solve Laura Palmer's murder.
Yeah.
And I love that that's something I've mentioned 3 weeks in a row on this show. Is that Bob Iger made David Lynch solve Laura Palmer's murder.
It's Bob Iger's fault.
Man, you ever see an executive just torch their own reputation?
Yeah. You ever see a man ruin his own life?
Yeah, he really is the modern Hamilton.
Did you realize we're now far enough away from Hamilton that when teachers show their younger students Hamilton, they have to be like, no, George Washington was not black. That was the point of all of this. They're children young enough and not, having had the wave of Hamilton hit them, that they're, confused when they're like, wait a minute, isn't this, what's happening here?
How does a bastard son of a bastard?
Son of a bastard and a bastard.
That seems like it would be in a Neil Cicierega remix of Hamilton.
Yes.
How does a bastard
Son of a bastard.
Well, the bastards start coming and they don't stop coming, as does
Back
the
to the
leaderboard.
bastards.
Where don't cross. The Missy line is in first. Sharpen the guillotines in second. Conan playing Rock Band in third. Strictly Stricken in fourth. Nopala Scabala in fifth. Fluval is Ficor in sixth. Blogatoven in seventh. Blah WGA Toven in seventh. Hey, specific references are kind of my thing. If beach is Ken's job, those are my jobs. Anyway, Drew carries Bob's Big Boy tab in 8th. One Big Unicum.iww in 9th. Work to Rule in 10th. And a human named Maddie in 11th. Also, I know you can hear this crackling. That's the that's the AMPTP trying to force this stream and suppress this stream.
Yes.
But we're gonna keep fighting through it. I am a very specific reference. If someone gets a reference to me,
Back to the bastards.
they're cool. As is question 3. Famed good person Joss Whedon wrote which musical during the 2007-2008 writer's strike? That's famed good person Joss Whedon wrote which musical during the 2007 to 2008 writer's strike? Famed male feminist Joss Whedon.
Famed person deserving of all of the accolades he's ever gotten.
Famed screen hero.
You didn't like this, Missy? That's so interesting. I met one of my very best friends. I met a very dear friend in college by knowing of this, and we sang it together.
Will if you're clearly typing out the title, we'll mark it correct.
Unless we feel like causing you suffering. I just felt bad for not liking it. Not anymore.
Famed lover of sad big toddy girl bosses Joss Whedon.
Yeah, big toddy girl bosses. Like hot toddies. Right, she's great. Like, she's fantastic.
Intern Forrest first saw her on a podcast. She was on a video podcast to talk about the Guild, and that was Intern Forrest's introduction to her.
To be fair, Missy, you were exposed to a lot more theater and musical theater, I think, than many of us, and therefore had a better, like, pool from which to judge. Whereas, like, this was sort of one of the first, like, cheeky musicals I had ever seen. So I was like, what? They can do that?
In college.
They can be about the things I like
In college.
superheroes?
In college, Intern Forrest went to a Whedon-a-thon and won a Captain Hammer t-shirt, but never got it.
Yep, that makes sense. Shame!
Intern Forrest's
But you
character was Captain Hammer.
Well, yeah.
Because Nathan Fillion is just so charming.
He's so charming. Yes, the hammer is my penis.
Missy famously
Guild was
doesn't like
so
musicals.
Famously.
Yet loves the apple.
Yet loves the apple.
But let's see what you picked.
Yet.
Most of you said some permutation of Dr. Horrible's sing-along bod.
Blog.
Someone said most of you said Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog Toven. Someone said Ontwagus Pod's Missy's new to infusion. Edward becomes an apparition who helps the Bella's security by protecting Bella from which of these villains. And someone said that one with the annoying guy, Castle. Intern Forrest watched Castle every week. Hey, Bim's on the way. So do we think, here's a question, do we think
Bim's
that
on
one
the
with the
way.
annoying guy is, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would
give
count
it to you. What about Ontwagus Pod's Missy's new to infusion?
I mean, should we punish? I think we should reward
Yeah.
them for being funny this
You're
time.
right. So everyone gets
so
it
that
right.
When we later do not reward them for their funniness, there's more suffering.
Everyone gets it right. So let's go to our leaderboard, where not much has changed, of course. But Don't Cross the Missy Line is in first, Conan playing Rock Band in second, and Nopala Scabala in third place.
Scabwala.
As we now move to question 4. He plays a cop now, too. Nathan Fillion plays a cop on The Rookie. So he's been typecast as a cop.
Still cop again because he's so lovable, but still, like, he has a face that could be a cop. Like, it's reasonable as a cop face, but he's so lovable.
Yeah.
That you can't help but love him. So they need to put him in their cop shows because cops are not good.
So the rookie...
Castle just helped them.
So yeah, the rookie, he's supposed to be older in the rookie. The idea is that he's a small town guy who went through a life-altering accident or incident, and then he becomes an LAPD officer because that was always his dream. So he's the force's oldest rookie.
So I have PTSD.
It's such a dad fantasy. I could be a cop if I wanted, but instead,
honestly, kind of, yeah. Gene Roddenberry was a cop. But then TV writing paid more.
He was a cop on Lost, too.
And now...
Gene Roddenberry was on Lost?
How they die? He was a cop? Yeah.
No, he's on Lost?
Yes, Gene Roddenberry was on Lost, and when he touches people, he sees how they die. That's a thing Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, does. Instead, I had a trans kid.
Oh, have you seen... This is not related, other than the fact that we just mentioned Gene Roddenberry a lot. Well, hey, that's actually appropriate. Have you seen the VHS tapes they would get? The VHS tapes they would get when they did that Universal Park experience where they could tape their own Star Trek episodes.
No. Show me, Fluval.
It opens with Gene Roddenberry.
I love that.
So here we go.
I bet he got paid for it.
Yeah, he did. We're gonna watch a random family's homemade or park-made tape for Star Trek Adventure at Paramount.
Ooh.
So I guess it was at Paramount.
Hello, and welcome to Universal Studios Star Trek Adventure, courtesy of Paramount Pictures. I'm Gene Roddenberry, and some of you may know me as the creator of Star Trek.
Some of you may know me as...
Whenever I hear the creator of, I expect them to say, I expect Star Wars. I expect it to be George Lucas, creator of Star Wars. That's what I hear. George Lucas, creator of Star Wars. When I hear creator of, I think Star Wars, George Lucas.
Some of you may know me as the creator of the Lieutenant.
And do you like sex? I sure do.
Some of
Want to think about alien sex?
Some of you may know me as the creator of the Lieutenant.
The episode you're about to see is a first. It's the first time guest stars have ever played the roles of the captain of the Enterprise and the Vulcan science officer.
Who's very
We'll now give you a peek at the rehearsal session that went on between our guest stars and their two directors.
Do you think that he stole all of George Lucas's sexual imagination?
I love that. Oh yeah, they got Shatner. They got Shatner and Nimoy.
The trick is to remove all traces of emotion from your performance.
And the family, the tourists just have to sit there and look in the direction.
And remember, the captain is the most important role in the story.
The captain? A Vulcan? Come on, Leonard. It's the captain that makes things happen. It's his story.
Bill, get serious.
Sucked it out of him like a Vulcan. Give me that sexual imagination.
Bill, get serious. The audience watches the Vulcan.
Stop this bickering is pointless.
Stop this bickering. Illogical.
Not bad.
I love this family.
Yeah.
I'd say they're ready. What about you, Leonard?
Indeed. I think it's time to boldly go.
No man has gone before.
The kid looks frightened. Who do you think was cueing them? Do you think they saw the video?
I love that
Nimoy?
Shatner just looks at it and Nimoy does it like, I'm gonna point. That's my punch up on this.
Medical log, stardate 8707.2.
There's no bathrooms on the Enterprise.
Well,
they have the
Enterprise is busy readying itself for an ordeal
not the
that I'm sure will
Bastille.
prove to be trying.
The big one that Louis Vuitton lives in and makes his purses out of.
What?
The big place in France where the Sun King, Louis Vuitton, lived, and he made his purses with his courtesans. You see, he wanted to keep a court that was very close to him.
You mean Versailles? But do you actually think Louis Vuitton is the Sun King?
The graduates are requesting permission.
You see, he wanted to get all of the noblemen in his
Beam us
circle
up, Scotty.
and doing stupid shit, so they couldn't be plotting against him. So that's why he had them make bags.
Now we'll see how these graduates respond to real training.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
That was good. No, that was good.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise.
Wow.
Graduates, you are expected on the bridge.
Nice turtleneck.
Oh,
Now that our new
absolutely.
captain
This would have been
has
so
right
fun.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the bridge, I can feel my nervous stomach acting up. I have to keep reminding myself that this is only a training mission.
What does this button do?
Please don't touch that.
Yeah.
I love that they got all of them, too.
Scotty is gender. Scotty is super. Yeah. Scotty is big gender.
Did you know that Walter Koenig appeared in, and
John.
George Takei
I am
appeared in
pleased
a
to serve
Star
as your
Trek
commander.
web series?
I am Science Officer Kenny, reporting
So we
for
can
duty.
just fill it in.
That's what we need.
Oh, it would be really fun to get the script for this and just
Right.
manually make a I'm Science Officer Fluval.
I'm Science Officer Fluval, and I'm Intern Kristie.
Mr. Sulu, ahead.
Officer
Work factor
Intern
1.
Kristie.
Oh, I would love to see Tim Robinson do this.
Oh!
Captain, there is a vessel approaching.
A whistle.
It's a Federation ship.
Sir, they're not responding to our communication.
Nichelle Nichols!
Yeah, they got all of the main cast.
Whistle! He said the thing!
I love the McCoy. I just want to go back. McCoy feels
They
very
either
passive
did or
aggressive,
won't.
which is great.
Very insightful.
Oh, that's cool.
The Enterprise.
Yep.
Kirk is on that ship.
This was a thing at Universal Studios that you could do.
Prepare to fire.
Amazing.
She's raising shields.
They're locking phasers, sir.
Raise shields, quickly.
Fire!
Jesus.
Fire!
Scotty, damage report.
We knew right where to hit us, Captain. We're dead in the water.
This is such a cool attraction. I wish more places had stuff like this. I mean, yeah, bring this back. Bring back this and Star Trek The Experience. Like, imagine if Disneyland had a Star Wars thing like
No, but
this
I
where
am the
you
captain.
You?
My ship is my wife. My ship, who I love like a woman.
I sleep in a big bed with my ship.
I sleep in a big bed in my ship.
Oh.
I sleep in a big bed with my ship.
Kirk is on planet Gamma, Alpha 4 in this star system.
You
This
betrayed.
dad.
You will beam yourself
Give
and
him-
one other
yeah.
crew member aboard my ship.
Yeah,
Then you'll
give this
accompany
man.
my warriors down to that planet's surface.
Yes,
and be
my
warned.
ship is my bed.
I don't mind
Oh.
Kirk. I'll blow your ship across the galaxy. What in places are you two doing?
Mr. Chekhov, you have the con. We're beaming over.
I don't want to be yelled at by McCoy.
Scanning Enterprise.
I mean, I do, but, you know, I
What is
imagine some lowly third-dimensional beings would
I
be
thought
off
Kirk
put
was
by
at
that.
Federation headquarters. Quiet, we don't know who's listening.
I just want to cut where they keep laughing.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to
Kirk is in
disappoint
fact
Daddy
at Federation
Coy.
headquarters.
Papa McCoy is disappointed in you.
McCoy.
Oh no! That dad has been taken hostage.
Oh no!
With my bare hand.
I think you're right, Blogtoven, that this is between Final Frontier and Undiscovered Country. The uniforms really do speak to it being that era.
And it's clearly canon, just like the Star Wars parks.
Yeah, it's just like
Galaxy
Galaxy's
I'm
Edge,
holding
where
this
where Darth
full-time
Vader could
detonator.
never appear because he's dead. Jim.
1
Clearly-
minute and
clearly
counting.
canon.
59, 58.
Oh yeah, I mean,
They had
like
many Vulcan children.
Yeah, Starfleet has so many child soldiers. They're like the Jedi Order.
So many child soldiers. They're all Vulcans. His gray mustache-o-meter.
Yeah, this is why they struck. They were tired of random tourists
Put him through.
replacing actors in movies.
Bones, the conference is over, and it seems we've made some progress.
Yeah, you should do, right, not you, but Intern Emily Pineapple should do red charts about this.
Yes, and miss the information.
And miss the information, of
Miss the
course.
information
No time for
superhighway.
Enterprise out.
Yeah.
Put me on screen. Kroll, you've got to listen to me. Your people have signed a ceasefire agreement with the Federation. What?
What? Another ploy?
What? You have to believe me. Now beam aboard the Enterprise before it's too late.
15 seconds. These aliens speak the
So now what's interesting is there were actually two different versions of this.
It's now or never. Transmitting coordinates now. No! Beam us over.
Yeah, it is definitely worth whatever they paid for it. How long is this video?
We are almost done. There's like 2 minutes left. There's like a minute left.
How long is it, though?
9 minutes.
Wow!
It's like you get a 10-minute VHS tape
Wow!
of you in Star Trek. Now, it definitely seems like two members of your family get a lot more to do, and the other two just sort of sit at stations.
It's not real. A gag gift from a friend.
I have been looking for that sound effect, the blah, 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 like comedy sting. Cannot find it.
Medical log supplemental.
Right?
The Starfleet graduates have.
How much did it cost? Like $15? Like
than
something
I could have
ridiculously
possibly
cheap?
So here's a
Federation has
question.
reached an agreement with the Klingons, which
Are we to
hopefully
believe that
in
the
time
Enterprise crew just
turn
sits
into a
around
peace
doing
treaty.
test missions with
Kroll will be
graduates
turned over to a Klingon
at this point
military
because they're
corps
kind of
for
retired?
sentencing. So, all in all, I'd say this mission was a complete success.
But the green screening is really good.
Well, Captain,
honestly,
what now?
like
Mr. Sulu, ahead. Warp factor 1.
Sounds logical to me.
Sounds logical to me. I find that entirely logical, Captain.
But you can tell that it was like made to be modular with the well, you need at least two people.
Yeah. Like, and that there are some people who they're like not gonna want to participate, but like just want to be there for their family.
It's Captain and Vulcan, they get their own credit.
Yeah.
But then it's just graduates.
Yeah.
I wonder who played Scotty and McCoy and Takei, I mean not Takei, and Sulu and Uhura. They don't get listed in the credits?
Yeah. Are they all instructors?
No, I think it is
retired?
absolutely canonical though.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Generation.
But that is the canon. Yeah, they all become instructors. Like I think it fits
Which is so
actually
cute.
surprisingly nicely into canon.
It really does. Overall,
Oh
the
yeah,
vibe
no, the
is-
rest of it's not great. The rest of it feels like one of those VHS games, those VHS board games.
Oh yeah, those are fantastic.
You know what else is fantastic?
What?
Question 4. In 2023, which of these entertainment guilds / unions struck first? The DGA, SAG-AFTRA, or the WGA? Not everyone has gotten it right.
That's interesting. I think I know the answer.
I know the answer.
Well, of course, Fluval. You are incredible. But
I am.
yeah, which of them struck first?
Yes. We all know the Empire struck back, but which of them struck first?
I should have read the whole question next time.
That's how I'm Trixie.
Suffering.
As I make you read the whole question.
Fluval always knows.
Exactly.
Which empire shot first?
The Roman. Now you thought about it.
Ha! So everyone either feel affirmed or not affirmed in your gender. You have now thought about the Roman Empire, which I do every goddamn day. There is not a day that goes by when I don't think about the fall of the Roman Empire.
It's true, you really do.
I'm just like, Strikes first, strikes hard. Maybe it was the DGA. This is what we're thinking. But we're not sure.
Man, they're really suppressing our audio quality tonight.
They really are.
3 of you said DGA, 1 of you said SAG, 5 said WGA. The correct answer is the WGA. The DGA didn't strike. They got an agreement to avert a strike.
Yeah, right? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about how horrible the Roman Empire is.
SAG-AFTRA struck second. And the UAW also struck, but they're not an entertainment guild or union, so they're not in this question.
It's everywhere. It is all around us. Okay?
Sharpen the Guillotine has taken first place, with Conan playing Rock Band in second. Strictly Stricken in third. Don't Cross the Missy Line in fourth. One Big Unicum. IWW in fifth. No Pala. Koala. No Pala Scabala. In sixth. Blogatoven in seventh. Drew Carey's Bob's Big Boy tab in eighth.
Bob's Big Boys.
Exactly. They averted a strike.
Yes.
Fluval is Phi Core in ninth. Maddie in 10th. And Work to Rule, bringing up the rear in 11th place. But speaking of the strike, when did the 2023 WGA strike officially start? May 2nd, June 2nd, July 2nd, or July 4th? Do you know the answer to this one? Intern chronology.
Oh, wait.
Why did you do Joy to the World?
I meant to do the... God damn it! Ugh, ugh, ugh. Suffering. Yum, 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 yum. The suffering.
Well, a lot of you have answered it correct, so if you got this wrong, you're not getting those sweet, sweet points.
Those sweet, sweet points.
Ah!
Lovely timing on that Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, that Wilhelm was perfectly timed. Well, 6 of you said May 2nd, 2 of you said June 2nd, and 1 of you said July 2nd. None of you thought it was July 4th. The correct answer is May 2nd, 2023.
On May Day. Well, near May Day.
The day after May Day.
The day after May Day. Yes, this time it's Yakety Sax.
Oh, Missy actually got it right.
Oh, the suffering of thinking you might be wrong, but actually being right. Delicious.
Delicious. Suffering. Let's go to leaderboard. Where Conan playing Rock Band is rocking their way to first place. Oh, shit.
Oops. Famed good person. Oh, wait.
No, we're on the leaderboard.
Wait. Oh,
you're not answering anything.
Okay.
In first place, it's Conan playing Rock Band. In second place, it's Sharpen the Guillotines and Don't Cross the Missy Line is in third. I took you back in time for a second. And in fourth, it's One Big Unicum. And in fifth, it's Drew Carey's Bob's Big Boy tab. Well, now I think what you should really answer is question 6.
Oh.
True or false, during the 2023 strike, an executive admitted that their plan was to force writers to back down or become homeless. Is that true or is that false? See, here is someone pretending to be as evil as the studio executives. You can tell because they're tenting their fingers and smiling maniacally.
Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Surely not. Yeah. It would be inhumane to do that.
Surely not. You thought we took you all the way back when, really evil stuff was happening. Like, before worker protections.
Yeah, you thought we took you back to, the 19 teens.
Oh, I cannot underestimate the joy that this question is here. Well, I hope you have some suffering to balance
All
that
of
out.
you got it right. As reported by Deadline.
Fucking yeah.
In July 2023, an anonymous executive told them, quote, "The end game is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses." Anyway, the writers won, and so the strike actually ended before they were trying to delay it to Sharpen the Guillotines. I mean, fair enough after that. In first place, Conan playing Rock Band in second. Don't Cross the Missy Line in third, rounding out our top 3. So let's then move on to question 7. The 2023 WGA strike lasted how many days before the AMPTP and the WGA reached a tentative deal to end it? 7 days and 7 nights. 127 days, 146 days, or 205 days.
That's a lot of days, but I do like
either way.
7 days and 7 nights being there. Ooh, Endgame like the Taylor Swift song.
Exactly.
Or
She
Endgame
actually saw the
like
strike coming.
And then Endgame.
Yeah, like the Thanos.
I mathed. That's right, me. I mathed.
I mean, 7 days and 7 nights is almost a Harrison Ford movie.
What is this Harrison Ford
6
movie?
days and 7 nights.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift, the Antichrist, who admitted that she's the
Taylor
problem,
Swift.
it's her.
The Antichrist.
Someone else said they were a problem, and it was the Antichrist. In that their book of Revelations.
Oh.
Well, let's see what you picked. None said 7 days and 7 nights. Ooh, that's a great question, Studio Cat. 3 of you said 127 days, 5 said 146, 2 said 205. The correct answer is 146 days, and all 146 days could have been avoided if the studios just agreed to pay writers their fair share at the beginning of the strike.
They would have been paying them less.
Yeah, it would have cost the studios more money to just give the WGA what they want.
And now even moving forward, they're paying the writers more than they would have had to if they had just agreed to start with.
It's true.
Which is good because the writers deserve
They sure do.
3 times as much as what they were asking
No,
for.
yeah. No. They tripled what the AMPTP offered at the start of the strike, not what they asked for.
Oh, how comparable is it to what they asked for? Because they deserve what they asked for or more.
Well,
I mathed wrong. Suffering. I mean, they may not publish it.
No, they did.
Oh.
I'm trying to find it. Adam Conover tweeted out
information,
like a link to a PDF that's basically what the AMPTP offered, what they asked for, and then what they got as like a direct comparison.
That is very interesting. That feels very much like something Adam Conover would do.
You know, they say he ruins everything.
They say he ruins everything, but Lisa Hanawalt has only gotten more awesome. So,
you know, I don't think we're going to look through the dry details of their agreement on this show.
Fair enough.
You can look that up on your own time.
Including right now and telling us.
But what we're going to do is go to the leaderboard. Where Sharpen the Guillotines is in first, One Big Unicum in second, Conan playing Rock Band in third, No Poliscaval in fourth, and No Cross the Missy Line in fifth.
Don't cross that Missy
As you can
line.
see, the people who got that wrong lost points because we're at the halfway point.
We
so
are!
Negative points have been turned on. Ooh. Yeah, shit got real. It'll only get more real in question 8. During the 2023 strike, which studio exec told CNBC's Squawk Box that writers and actors are being, quote, unrealistic with their demands?
Unrealistic. We just deserve to be continually making money off of them. We
Missy
deserve
thinks
it.
It's both.
Watch it be both. Watch it be both. Is that elephant golden showering? Yeah. It looks fucking like it. We are pretty much in a feudal society, are we not? Was that something he disagreed with? That's insane.
I mean,
you obviously are. Hate off.
Who told CNBC Squawk Box your show is a really dumb name? Was it Avoid? It was. Well, let's see what you picked. 5, a pretty even split. 5 said Bob Iger. 4 said David Zaslav. The correct answer is Bob Iger.
Bob Iger!
Specifically,
Our
he said,
buddy
quote,
Bob!
It's very disturbing to me. We've talked about disruptive forces on this business and all the challenges we're facing. The recovery from COVID, which is ongoing. It's not completely back. This is the worst time in the world! To add to that disruption, I understand any labor organization's desire to work on behalf of its members to get the most compensation and be compensated fairly based on the value they deliver. We managed, as an industry, to negotiate a very good deal with the Directors Guild that reflects the value that the directors contribute to this great business. We wanted to do the same thing with writers, and we'd like to do the same thing with actors. There's a level of expectation that they have. This is just not realistic. And they're adding to the set of challenges that this business is already facing, and quite frankly, is very disruptive.
It's very disruptive.
Meanwhile, in a rare PR win for David Zaslav, he said, hey, hopefully a deal is going to happen soon. I think all of us in this business are very keen to figure out a solution as quickly as possible. We are in some uncharted waters in terms of the world today and measuring it all. And so I think in good faith, we've all got to fight to get this resolved. It needs to be resolved in a way that the creative community feels fairly compensated and fully valued.
Yes, the CEO of Disney.
So David Zaslav
company.
realized
Good, family values.
Yeah, David Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, realized, hey, you know what is a better move? Not looking like a monster.
You know what? Like, could maybe be better for me? Not saying the most evil shit.
David Zaslav, the guy who thought that a good move was shelving a fully completed movie.
Jesus.
David Zaslav just shelved Batgirl. It was like, that's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
But what if I at least pretended that I thought writers deserved money?
What if I pretended that I wasn't the most evil being in this universe?
What if I pretended that, like,
that guy killed Batgirl?
Yeah, David Zaslav killed Batgirl. But you know what he didn't kill?
Who?
Our leaderboard.
Ah!
Or Sharpen the Guillotines is in first. One Big Unicum. IWW in second. Conan Playing Rock Band in third. Don't Cross the Missy Line in fourth. And Stricken in fifth.
Strictly stricken.
Strictly stricken.
Strictly struck.
Now, why don't we go to our penultimate question? Question number 9. True or false? The WGA is voting to authorize a 2023 strike against the video game companies. Is that true or is that false?
We all know what we would vote for if we voted with our hearts. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds.
Hearts and minds. You gotta win those hearts and minds.
Hearts and minds.
Is that true? Or is that false? Seen here is Mario.
Wow. He is a video game icon.
The whole planet is one big plumber.
Solidarity. Woohoo! Woohoo! Solidarity.
Let's pick it.
Let's pick it.
Mamma mia!
But I think the games are gonna be more expensive. They're gonna cost more.
Whom named Maddie thinks there's a tense issue with the question. So let's see. All of you said true. Let's see what's correct. It's false.
It's false. It's false. Devastating! Mario is retiring 0P! It's SAG suffering! Incredible. Suffering! I'm like suffering right now.
Okay, well, hey, thank you for destroying that planet. That planet was destroyed by none other than Missy Information. Yeah, but they're not doing a strike. And if they are, if you find that they are, let us know and we'll address that.
Yes,
but
negative points
everything we
very
saw
quickly.
said it was just SAG. Well, everyone lost points, so our leaderboard didn't change that much. So with that, let's go to our final question, which is a wager. So wager your points. I'll give you a hint that this question is about the 2007 and 2008 strike.
All
in says Things from the Void. All in says Opala Koala.
Yeah. All in.
Be sure to wager your points.
Wager your points. What would you wager right now, Fluval?
I would generally go all in, I think, on most questions.
Yeah.
Oh, a whom named Maddie is going to be shrewd and only wager half.
Ooh. We'll see if this strategy.
I mean, we'll see how that pays off. Things from the Void suggests that Maddie should go all in.
All in.
I mean, it generally seems to work, but here's the question. Which talk show signed a temporary agreement with the WGA to keep producing content during the 2007, 2008 strike?
At least 1 point. That's an interesting strategy to have less suffering. Interesting strategy for Papa. For Papa.
I'll tell you this. So far, none of you have thought it was Last Call with Carson Daly.
Last Call with Carson Daly.
Which was Carson Daly's show that aired after The Late Late Show.
Okay, and is this human still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Started and ended this evening on a disastrous misclick. Suffering! Beautiful.
Carson is a mere 50 years old.
Excuses!
Well, let's see what you picked. Two of you said Conan, or Late Night with Conan O'Brien. 5 of you said The Late Show with David Letterman. 3 said Leno. Yeah, the correct answer is Letterman.
Letterman! Who does who look like?
Carson Daly.
Who the fuck is Carson Daly? Show me Carson.
No, first we'll address this question, and then we'll do Carson.
Okay.
The correct answer is The Late Show with David Letterman. The Late Show was owned by Letterman's production company Worldwide Pants rather than CBS.
I see.
The 2007 to 2008 strike started in November 2007, and a month later, the WGA and Worldwide Pants signed an interim agreement allowing The Late Show's writing staff to return to work. Prior to that agreement, Letterman also paid the salaries for the non-writing members of the staff out of pocket. The WGA's goal with those interim agreements was to divide and conquer the AMPTP. The Tonight Show and Late Night both returned to the air, but they did so without an agreement. So, do we want to know who classic Carson Daly looks like or modern Carson Daly?
Are they two different people?
No, they're the same guy, but he's just is aged.
But he looks...
Here's Carson Daly.
Okay.
Both is whatever.
I've never seen this man.
He hosted Total Request Live on MTV.
I have literally never seen this man in my life. He looks like the guy who plays Barry.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
No.
He looks like John Hamm, but not handsome.
I see John Hamm way more than I see.
He looks like the guy. He has the same eyes and he has dark hair. He's a white man with dark hair. Yeah, do you not see it? It's just like if his face was more interesting, he would look like this guy. And that's why this guy is a good actor.
I see John Hamm so much more.
It's, yeah. It's in that hairline. It's in that. Shazam! He looks like Shazam a lot.
So here's Hamm.
Yes, but he also looks more like Shazam.
He looks more like Zachary Levi for sure.
Yes. Scared John Barrowman, yes. No, he doesn't. He looks a little bit like Rami Malek in the eyes, in that like bulgy thing that like his eyes can do where they open really wide. Who's that?
That's Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
That's Shazam.
Sure.
That's
He looks more like him in the movie, with his hair ink black, like, you know.
Yeah.
Shazam. You know what I'm saying? If Ham was Shazam. Yeah, like he looks like Elon Musk.
That's John. That's Captain Jack, by the way.
Yeah, and he looks like Elon Musk. I'm sorry to him, because he is a better person than Elon Musk.
Well,
is he? Is he not? Who's that? That looks like.
That's also him. That's also Captain Jack.
No, that looks like the guy who was on the other two, who was dating that awesome chick who was on SNL and did Superstar.
Yeah, so just as a background, John Barrowman got alleged of exposing himself on this sort of Torchwood, and his defense was he was acting out of a sense of fun.
Repulsive.
So
disgusting.
Yeah, not a great guy.
Repulsive. Shazam, and welcome to the jam.
Yeah.
Come on, Shazam, welcome to the jam.
Just to back up what
Come
I
on,
said.
Shazam. Yeah, apparently. But it's just a goof. Just exposing yourself. It's just a little goof. It's a little goof. Ew, repulsive.
Yeah,
Don't
he
show your
was just
penis
like-
to people. There are better ways to be a prankster. You know what you could do? Go into someone's trailer and just
he
hide a
admitted he did
bunch
it.
of little, like, figurines of chickens
Yeah.
all over the place.
just-
So they're like, who left all these little chickens everywhere?
Yeah, like Noel Clark, who also got called out for bad stuff, was like, yeah, there's Berriman taking his dick out every 5 seconds, and every 5 seconds just hitting on everything. And his defense was, hey, it was only intended in good humor. And with the benefit of hindsight, I understand that upset may have been caused by my exuberant behavior.
Oh, my exuberant behavior is just
He was like, well, it was just body 15 years ago. It would be bad now, but then it was body.
Fake
Yeah, you
haunting
just-
is so goofy.
You know you're losing when you have to go, well, sure, I did.
Well, of course I wouldn't do it
Of course
now.
well, no, but I love that his defense is, well, of course I did flash people. But I wasn't doing it to sexually harass people.
Behind sight. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, now let's see what's next in our game of trivia. It's, wager
How
your
the
points
fuck
again.
old is Carson Daly?
50.
He's only 50?
Yeah.
Why do I think he's old?
Are you thinking Johnny Carson?
I am thinking Johnny Carson.
Or Dick Clark?
I am thinking of both of those. Wait, so Johnny Carson
Is a whole different guy.
is a whole different guy.
Yes.
No points. Oops, no points. Let's double these
Exactly.
points.
A whom named Maddie.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wagered half, so I still have 1 point left to wager.
Wagering your one single point.
Here's your question. Now it is. As Missy referenced on last night's Journey to Baldur's Gate,
Woohoo!
SAG-AFTRA National President Fran Drescher compared the WGA strike to which historical event?
Gunpowder plot. Storming of Bastille.
Yes, it's the gunpowder plot, Guy Fawkes.
Storming of Versailles.
The storming of the Bastille, the storming of Versailles, or the January 6th Mr. Show reunion,
Which one?
where Jimmy Pesto himself was at the Capitol.
Saw in theaters. The Story of Everest. Single point. Down to a guess. Now this is the kind of suffering only Radio Free Multiverse can bring you. Oh man, y'all, I was there, but I was high! Love that suffering. What a beautiful suffering. I was there, I should know this, but I was high as shit.
Wait.
Jay Johnson
Yeah.
sends his regards from no career ever again.
Yeah, he was there, and he,
Moonlighting as V, Fran Drescher. I am an idea! I don't even answer since I have no points. Lost it. Oh. Fish, fish, fish!
Fish.
Exactly.
Fish.
Precisely.
Precisely. I mean, who else could say it better than that?
So, Fluval, if
What?
you had to gunpowder plot, storm of Bastille, storm of Versailles, or January 6th Mr. Show reunion, which would you choose to do?
Oh, I would do this. That's just me.
This one was invented by a writer.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
was.
this is the TFTV, which is a wonderful watch along.
Yes.
That you should all check out on Sensitive Artist Types. Yeah, don't slip on all those loose poops. We know that Versailles had no bathrooms, no toilet.
Yeah, much like Hogwarts. It had no bathrooms,
Much
and they just had to
like
magic it away.
Hogwarts, it was full of turfs.
It was also full of turfs.
Much
Well,
like
let's see what you make.
Hogwarts, full of turfs.
So here's an interesting wrinkle. 2 of you said storming of the Bastille. 4 of you said storming of Versailles. 2 of you said the January 6th Mr. Show reunion. The correct answer is storming of Versailles.
Storming of Versailles!
Missy did say it was the Bastille yesterday.
Because that makes more sense.
It does. It does.
But you know what? It's the thought that counts. And, destroying and eating rich people, that's a beautiful thought.
And here's when she did it.
That's a beautiful thought. What a tasty, tasty thought.
The studios who stated that, that it was okay for writers to go homeless as a result of this strike, or that, like you said, that they want to bleed the people dry. I think Fran might have some words to say about that.
Necessary evil.
Necessary evil, that's right.
Can you believe that?
I mean,
we need a whiteboard with quotes, just so the room would remember some of the things that were said. But you know what? Eventually, the people break down the gates of Versailles, and then it's over. Well, we're at that moment right now.
So as you can see, the correct answer was, in fact,
I thought it was
Versailles.
Bastille. I would have gotten it wrong.
I mean, that is a more common reference.
Right?
But not what she said.
Thanks, Weed.
To be generous, there was a women's march on Versailles early in the French Revolution.
True.
So she's either making a very obscure French Revolution reference or just meant the Bastille in this book. Who can say?
Who can say?
What we can say is who our winner is, so let's wrap up this game of trivia. In third place, it's Fluval is Ficor with 416 points. In second place, Don't Cross the Misty Line with 1,533 points. And in first place, our grand winner is Conan Playing Rock Band.
Conan Playing Rock Band!
And if you are Conan Playing Rock Band, be sure to message us anywhere that we are.
With your address so we can send you your prize. It's me! Play the clip!
I will.
Play the clip!
I will play the clip.
Play the clip! Play the clip! Play it!
Discord's launcher.
Play the clip!
We shut down Discord in an attempt to solve these weird audio crackles.
Good strike, strikers!
But while we do... Of course, that planet destruction was the gift we all got to enjoy. But here's the clip.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The second biggest question I've been getting is, what have you been doing? 2 months, off the air, people want to know what I've been doing. The truth is, for the past 2 months, this is true, I've been in my office with my production staff. We've pretty much been camped out, spend every day in my office and hanging around our 9th floor offices here in Rockefeller Center. And I thought it'd be cool to show people just kind of what my life has been like during the strike. So the other day I grabbed a camera so I could show you what my life has been like during the strike. And this is just me telling you what's going on. Take a look.
Biggest question I've been getting lately is, Conan, what do you do during a writer's strike? What do you actually do with your time? Well, we're about 2 months into this strike, and this is pretty much it. I spend a lot of time here in my office. This is my office. I sit here, not a lot going on. Pretty much look for things to do, try and keep busy, try and keep the mind active. I go through Christmas cards, started showing up a few weeks ago. So I've been going through all my Christmas cards. I got a ton of them here. Some of them are from pretty cool people. Cheap Trick, right there, sent me their Christmas card.
Very cool.
Incidentally, a photo, I think it was taken in 1979. 2 of those guys are dead now, but it's nice that they sent it out. Pee Wee Herman sent me his Christmas card. Very nice. And,
oh, Pee Wee.
Let's see. One of these cards is from Hugh Hefner. I'm not sure. I think it's this one, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's the holiday spirit. A lot of time to kill. Someone got me this book, Sudoku, gave it to me.
Oh.
And I guess this is pretty popular right now. I tried one. And I got mad and I threw it. I had to go and apologize to the person I hit. I got cool stuff back here. I don't know if you can see. Just stuff from my career, neat stuff. This is a picture of me with Johnny Carson.
That's Johnny.
I just crashed a bar mitzvah he was attending.
That makes sense.
My cell from The Simpsons, when the time that I interviewed Bart. This is one of my best reviews that I ever got. It was in apparently a Korean TV critic just went crazy for me. Thought it was super fantastic. This is all the different stuff. I have different memorabilia here from my years on the air. As a Conan action figure right here that the G.I. Joe people made for little kids that want to play pretend pale talk show host. Here's my Abraham Lincoln doll right here.
Amazing.
If you pull a string, he gets depressed and hates his crazy wife.
Great question.
Sometimes I have Conan play with Lincoln.
His Team Coco, I heard.
Don't go to the theater. What do you know, idiot? Okay, I don't think you should go to the theater. Shut up, I'll do as I please. Well, off to the theater. Shouldn't go to the theater. I mean, that was, I think I spent like 6 days of the strike playing with those guys. Phone here, sometimes I pretend to be a guy in the 1930s. Hey there, get over here to Spearman 555, Spearman 555. Mr. McCree's bond's on file, let's get over there. Yeah!
Yeah!
This is what I think my favorite picture. This is a picture of me rocking out with none other than Bruce Springsteen on the show.
The boss.
Here we're playing Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Bruce, I guess, just loves that song and he insisted. Fans sent this to me. This is my head carved out of coral, I think.
Whoa.
Endangered coral.
Wow.
And sadly, this is actually what my face looked like in high school. One of the first things I did when the strike happened was I bought this amp.
Wow.
It goes right over your shoulder, right here, like this. And strap this mama on right here, and then you just walk around and annoy people with my guitar playing.
Wow.
That's true. Yeah, they've gotten a lot smaller since this era.
Uh-huh.
She's trying to book Kate Hudson.
Oh.
Did that go well or not go well?
That went well.
Do you think
It
Kate
was a
Hudson's
little-
going to do the show?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Announce the date, and then I'll say it now, and when this thing airs,
I
we'll
would
know.
rather not do that.
Okay.
That would make me feel better not.
That is not happening. What few people stayed behind during the strike, what kept them busy was this game, which everyone's familiar with, Rock Band. Actually, the most annoying thing I do is I play my guitar along with... Could look you in the eye. You just saw a good angel.
Oh, absolutely, Missy.
Your skin makes me cry. But I'm I'm gonna do the Beastie Boys Sabotage I'm gonna do it as Edith Bunker.
Oh. Okay.
Can't stand it! I know you planned it! I'm gonna take this water gate! I can't stand walking when I'm in here! This is crystal ball and so crystal clear!
He did really nail it.
Wow.
I mean, it's perfect.
Wow.
Okay, that's pretty much what it's been like here at late night during the writer's strike. I think you get the overall tone. It's getting kind of late, and I'm going to turn in, because this is also where I'm sleeping these days. Wife and I going through a bit of a rough patch at the moment. Don't worry about it. Pleasant dreams, and we'll see you around. Take care.
Wow.
So congratulations to Things from the Void for winning our game of trivia. Be sure to join us again next week for 10 more questions about an exciting mystery topic. What will it be? You'll have to join us next week to find out on Grand Trivia. We'll see you then because we have your coordinates.
Here he comes.
How dare you? Okay, hold up. Blogtoven. How dare you suggest that we forgot to destroy a planet?
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away. Fluval.